Hello students, welcome to the 19th online lecture for the subject of sociology. We will start with the 6th chapter of our textbook, that is Social Problems in India. The topic that we will study in today's lecture is definition and meaning of social problems in India. We will also study some of the major social problems in today's society. Let us first see the definition of social problems. According to Houghton and Leslie, a social problem is a condition affecting a significant number of people in ways considered undesirable, about which it is felt that something can be done through collective social action. Thus, we can say that the term social problem refers to a social situation or social behavior pattern which is considered inconsistent with the social norms and values. They are undesirable and objectionable by the majority of the members of a society. To solve social problems, collective actions are required. Let's move on to study some of the social problems in India. The first social problem that we will study is aging, its definition, characteristics, problem, and measures. Aging is a natural and inevitable process. Aging implies changes in the body and mind of a person, along with its gradual impact on social life and lifestyle. The commonest criteria for measuring the process of aging in an individual is one's chronological age. Chronological age implies defining age on the basis of the number of years a person has lived since his or her birth. Chronological age is a specific and countable measure. In India, the age of 60 has been adopted by the Census of India for classifying and categorizing this population. In India, the size of aging population is continuously increasing. Higher longevity and lower mortality have resulted in the increase in the number of aging population in India. Let's study the definition of aging. According to Hess, aging is an inevitable and irreversible biological process of life. Another definition, according to Biren and Renner, aging refers to the regular changes that occur in mature, genetically representative organisms living under representative environmental conditions as they advance in chronological age. Let's see the characteristics of aging. Streller has given 4 characteristics of aging as follows. Number 1, aging is universal. It occurs in all members of the population, unlike disease. Number 2, aging is progressive. It is a continuous process. Number 3, aging is intrinsic to the organism. Number 4, aging is degenerative. Let's move on to study the problems of aging. The problems of the aging population include the following. Number 1, health concerns. Number 2, loneliness. Number 3, abuse. Number 4, economic insecurity. Number 5, lack of empathy. Number 6, mental health issues. Number 7, absence of adequate health care. Number 8, lack of old age homes. Number 9, weaker section. Number 10, exploitation. Let's go in detail. Number 1, health concerns. Health includes physical, mental, and emotional wellness. As one ages, there is a tendency for various parts of the physical body to begin deteriorating. Problems can relate to any physiological, biological problem such as dental, bones, stomach, heart, hearing, vision, etc. In addition to physical problems, there are mental health issues revolving around feelings of alienation, conflict, dissatisfaction, disappointment, anxiety, loneliness, etc. Health also includes the emotional well being of people. Number 2, loneliness. This is a psychological problem, but it could well be rooted in the real life experience of the elderly. Loneliness is particularly relevant when dealing with people who are single, without child, isolated, living in homes or remote areas. Loss of a spouse or loved one can cause much loneliness. Inability to do things which one was capable of previously can add to the sense of loneliness. There are instances of the aged being literally thrown out of one's own home or the homes of their children. There is a sense of being neglected by others in the family or even in the neighborhood. Number 3, abuse. We come across reports of the elderly and aged who are forced to do all kinds of work, and also of those who are subjected to cruelty, abuse, mockery, harassment from within the family as well as from outside. There are instances of physical abuse and domestic violence. We observe the aged begging for alms, food, clothing, and or assistance. Number 4, economic insecurity. Many aged persons are fully or partially dependent for financial support on their families. In a patriarchal society, this financial dependence more often falls on the son. Not all elderly aged persons have pension to take care of their daily and medical needs. Number 5, lack of empathy. In a world where we are living within tight schedules, mechanical lifestyles, materialistic comforts, there is often the lack of willingness to pay attention to the needs of aged. Family members and relatives too tend to address the problems of the aged in their homes from their own vested perspectives. The youth, younger adults, and caregivers may also fail to understand the problems of the aged. They may use coercive methods in dealing with the aged or elderly. Number 6, mental health issues. Anxiety and depression are significant among the aged. This may be accompanied by a sense of guilt, a tendency to feel that one is a burden to one's family, friends, and relatives. The social stigma of consulting clinical psychologists, psychiatrists, or counselors is changing very slowly. Number 7, absence of adequate health care. The aged may not have access to health care of any kind for physical or psychological ailments. Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, incontinence, invalidity, and mental health concerns like schizophrenia, bipolarity, depression, boredom, loss of self esteem. For all these treatments and more, there may not be facilities nor access. Number 8, lack of old age homes. Old age homes or homes for the elderly are sadly inadequate. Even if they exist, they may not be affordable by the masses. Many homes or shelters for the aged lack basic amenities or are impersonal in their care of the inhabitants. We cannot rule out the reality of commercial greed. Number 9, weaker sections. This includes elderly, aged who particularly belong to the weaker sections of society, for example, women, LGBT persons, and disabled persons. The identity of being a single woman, physically, mentally, or emotionally disabled, becomes a huge barrier, especially when caregivers are no longer available. Number 10, exploitation. Elderly, aged persons may become victims of exploitation, especially when they become increasingly dependent on others for all kinds of services, for personal hygiene, signing bank and legal documentation, etc. Next, we will study measures adopted to tackle the problems of aging. Number 1, role of government. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment has the responsibility to formulate policies and implement programs for the care of the aged. They do this through collaborative efforts with state governments, NGOs, and civil society. Number 2, policy. The National Policy on Old Persons was announced in January 1999 to look into the matter of well-being of older persons. This policy visualizes support from the state government towards their care through the provisions of shelters, support sensitization programs, healthcare facilities, protection for the vulnerable section, etc. Number 3, action plan. The Interministerial Committee on Older Persons is a mechanism for effective implementation of NPOP through ministries and departments that work under the ministry at the center. Number 4, role of organizations or NGOs. Non-governmental organizations have contributed significantly towards helping the problems of the aged in India. For example, Help Age India, Harmony India, Dada Dadi Dignity Foundation, Nightingale's Medical Trust, Teenagers, etc. Today, there are online communities which can lend support. Number 5, role of education. Schools, through community service project, outreach programs, socially useful productive work, and NSS create awareness about the problems of the elderly, aged, and senior citizens. Such programs can inculcate values of caring for them and becoming sensitive to their changing needs, physical, emotional, economic, psychological, and medical. Number 6, role of family. Parents and relatives have a major role to play in creating a suitable atmosphere within the home that is enriching, enabling, instills respect and values of the elderly, regard for their wisdom, involving them in activities within the home, neighborhood, and community at large. Here we come to the end of our lecture. We will study other social problems in the next lecture. Thank you.